Oh my god. Welcome to House of Decline. And we're big dick media moguls now, isn't that right, Steve?
Yeah, we got cigars going and big suits with very wide ties.
Oh my god, these ties are so excellently wide. They're as wide as the broadside of a bus, they say.
We should make dirty sexual jokes about our secretaries. They're as wide as my secretary's ass.
They're as wide, yeah, they're as wide as my secretary's vagina. She's got a big wide pussy.
Wow, that's wide.
You know, that's a wide pussy, you know. She's actually... Yeah.
They're as wide as my dog's asshole.
They're as wide as your dog's asshole. We're smoking cigars right now while saying this. We're Weinsteining. Yeah, we're taking big inhaling doinks of our cigars right now, you know. They look like blunts, but they're cigars.
Because we use blunt wraps to roll them.
Yeah, we use blunt wraps. We get Cubans, and then we unroll the Cubans, and then we use Swisher Sweets.
Oh, I love it. I love tasting that grape flavor.
Have you never had a tobacco blunt before? A Cuban tobacco blunt before? Delicious. They call it a douche master.
A douche master?
A douche master.
I love it.
They call it, yeah, we're big dick media moguls now. We're gonna start a podcast network. That's what you gotta do.
Oh, House of Decline Podcast Network.
Big fucking House of Decline Podcast Network. We're gonna have media subjects, all sorts of subjects. You know, there's gonna be gossip. There's gonna be sci-fi. There's gonna be short stories. There's gonna be
zines. Zines out the wazoo.
Audio zines. You love audio zines, you know? You'll be able to hear the dirt. And you'll be able... What we're going to have is You hear that? Page-turning noises. Ooh, audio zines.
Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful audio zines. So what we did was we sent out a call. We sent out a call to everyone in the podcast entertainment industry. And we said, give us your pilots, give us your shows, give us your ideas for shows. And so we have some submissions here, and we're gonna run through them to form the event. These are the best ones. We got millions. We have an incredible reach now.
Yeah. Millions of submissions for podcast shows that they want to join our podcasting network.
Yeah.
And all of the things we offer, because we offer marketing, we offer wide ties.
Wide ties.
Of course, there's the, I'm blanking on it. What's it called when you have the mobile, it's on wheels and you jump in the mobile.
A Segway?
No, well, kind of like a Segway, but there's chlorinated water and the bubbling and mobile jacuzzi.
Mobile jacuzzis. You're right. Of course, we're the jacuzzi driver. You have to get your jacuzzi driving license.
That's a Class J license.
It's Class J license. They needed to make it because of all the horrible scaldings that were occurring.
Well, and they ran into trouble because having a license with a big J on it was in Germany. The Germans wouldn't do it. They were out, so
Germans are right there. Yeah, we alienated
a German audience. We have a 3% network reach in Germany.
Yeah, we're very popular because of recurring characters Kruder and Dorfmeister. Right. They really identify with Kruder and Dorfmeister because they're like, I recognize those guys. Those guys are cool. And so are we, because we're German, but we're not Nazis, so we like music and such.
Yeah, so no big letter J's for them. Anyway,
no 6-pointed stars, which is also, you know.
Why don't we dive into some of these submissions?
Yeah, I think we should dive into some of these. Well, first
why should we beat around the wide bush?
We're gonna. It's the wide bush of podcast networks, you know. The widest bush that there ever was.
Well, you let me know when you want me to cue them up, okay?
Yeah. Well, first off, we have this wonderful talk show that we got right out of your home state of Michigan, And let's cue this up.
Okay, here we go.
Hello and welcome to the Bone Show with Bobby Bones. I am here to talk about your bone matters and your bone journeys and your bone prophecies. And who we have today, we have local Michigan hardware store owner, Jerry Bones. Now, Jerry.
Yes?
Are you related to me, Bobby Bones?
Related? I mean, I sell lots of things at hardware store. I sell pap, hammers, nails, beef jerky at the checkout count.
Do you sell any bones at your hardware store?
I sell ratchet wrenches.
Are they bone ratchets?
What? Bones? No, my
they
last
made of
name is
bones?
Boons.
Boons?
Boons.
Your name is Jerry Boons?
Yeah.
So you have, let me get this straight, you have nothing to do with bones.
No, of course not. I sell pap.
You sell pap?
I sell pap. It's, like Coca-Cola. Pap.
Pep? You sell pep?
Pap.
Pep?
Correct, sir. Yes.
Okay, you sell pep, but not any bones.
Wow. No, it's boons. Boons.
Well, Jerry Boons, at least we have you on the show. We have your interesting perspective from rural Michigan. And now we're going to talk about one of my favorite movies, The Lovely Boons.
Oh, I love The Lovely Bones.
You do, Jerry Boons?
One of my favorite movies. I just love that main character. What's the name of the main character?
I believe her name is Shirley Boons.
Yeah, oh God, so lovely. You know?
And she was known as the Lovely Boons. And she was raped and murdered.
Oh, that was so traumatizing.
Yeah. And then she sees them investigating her life from the afterlife. And she was like, oh, I'm very sad. My name was Shirley Bones.
Of course, killed by none other than Stanley Tucci. You know?
Killed by Stanley Tucci.
Killed by Mr. Stanley Tucci.
He was known as the Bone Man. Because he wanted those lovely bones.
What did Stanley Tucci want with those bones?
He was known for making his bone xylophone.
Ah, bling, 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 bling. I love xylophone music. I kind of makes me appreciate his character a little more, you know?
He was a true artiste. He needed those bones. Obviously, in real life, you shouldn't steal anyone's bones to make your bone xylophone.
You know, Stanley Tucci has a cookbook called the Stanley Tucci Cookbook.
That, of course, he was in a big night. He made a timpano, which I'm sure had ground up bone meal in it.
And what in your opinion is the best wine pairing with, how do you say it, bones?
It would have to be a Riesling or a nice light bone wine.
A bone wine?
A bone wine. A nicely aged vintage of bone wine.
Wow. Well, that podcast. What was the name of that one again?
That was the Bone Show with Bobby Bones, right out of Michigan. Right out of Michigan, Bobby Bones. He's an up-and-comer. He's somebody that we love to see. He's got a lot of joie de vivre. He asks people about bones all the time. He's got bones on the mind. He is not a skeleton. I know what you're thinking. I know people were thinking that Bobby Bones is a skeleton based on his obsession with bones, but that is a horrible stereotype. No, he's actually, he is Jewish German. He's Jewish German.
Bobby Bones is Jewish German?
Yeah, his name was Bonesberg, but they had to change it. They had to change it when he came.
Why did they have to change Bonesberg?
To be more in line with American values.
Huh. Well, what do we got next on the
What do we got next? Everybody Loves, from Lawrence Krauss to Steven Pinker, everybody loves pop science.
Yeah.
Pop science is so popular with people. That's why they call it. To Neil deGrasse Tyson himself.
To Neil?
To the rapey guy, Richard Feynman.
What?
Pop science.
What do you mean rapey?
Wasn't Richard Feynman rapey?
Well, I'll have to... I don't know. I don't really feel have the energy to Google it. I thought Neil deGrasse Tyson was the rapey one.
They're all weird guys. I was naming all weird science guys who also have, Pinker. He was on the Epstein flights.
Richard Feynman is pretty cool. I don't know if he's
a cool
rapey.
guy, but he did some bad. He was known to be handsy.
I think he just
liked
wrote
to be handsy
stuff. I think
with
he
his
just
grad
wrote
students.
something that someone was like, "Oh, we're gonna cancel him," and he was like, "I like to go on dates," and people were like, "Oh."
Maybe I heard he was rapey. But I shouldn't speak ill of the dead. But that's why we need more pop science people, because of all of these allegations going around. So we need some non-rapey pop science people.
He's not rapey. He's it's weird. You're being weird.
I'm being weird about Richard Feynman.
Yeah.
But I'm being weird because I need to promote our show. This is the non-rapey science show. All those other science shows are rapey. Bill Nye the Science Guy, talk about rapey. Whoa. Okay. They should call him Bill Nye the Rapey Guy.
He was sexist. Richard Feynman may have been a little sexist. That's different than being rapey.
No, Steven, we have to promote our science show by slandering the previous pop science advocates. And without further ado, we're going to get into our pop science show. Richard Feynman wasn't rapey. That's fine. All right,
it's fine. Whatever. You know what? Let's just get into the pop science show.
The pop science show. It's the Debunkers. Hi, it's me, Sal Debunker. And I'm with my co-host, Rick Debunker.
What's up?
And whoa, dudes, we're gonna debunk so many things.
It's great to be here.
It's great to be here in the Debunker bunker,
Yeah.
We have all sorts of crazy crap on the walls, all sorts of crazy science crap, like beakers and signs that say, watch out, science happening.
I got one for you that we're going to debunk. The Flint water crisis.
Whoa, that shit didn't happen.
Debunked.
It's never happening. Debunked.
Here's one for you. Global warming.
Oh my God, is it happening?
No.
It's cooler here than it's ever been.
It's cold outside.
It's cold outside right now. I'm also cold because I do a lot of heroin constantly.
Yeah.
Feel cold constantly.
Yeah.
That's why it's cold. But it's global warming is fake. It's not my heroin withdrawal. It's global warming. Debunked.
Well, I feel cold because, my wife divorced me and I don't see my kids, but it's fake.
It's fake. It's actually not global warming.
Let's debunk another scientific term, alimony.
Alimony doesn't exist. It's not real.
Doesn't exist.
It can't hurt you.
I don't have to pay that.
Exactly. And if the cops come for you, they can only be as powerful as your firearm against them. So stock up on weapons.
Cops, they can't arrest you. It's fake.
It's fake. This entire justice system. Haven't you seen Joker?
I love Joker.
Debunked. Absolutely. Man, guess what? Wait, Sal Debunker and Rick Debunker?
Yeah.
We're not even real. We don't exist, man.
We just debunked ourselves.
Oh no! I'm falling into a deep existential void. But guess what?
What?
That doesn't exist either.
Oh, we debunked the void.
We debunked the void. Life is worth living. Oh yeah, man. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, that's the Debunkers. Those kids, Sal Debunker and Rick Debunker. Those are great kids. They're twin brothers. They have incredible jaw lines. You know, they're like the John and Hank Green of science. That's what we're calling them. You know, they're nerdy hot, and they write books about, like, chicks with cancer.
I would call them the Hank Williams and Hank Williams III of science.
Exactly. They're Hanks Williams.
What happened to the middle Hank?
He stillbirth. Sad thing. Very sad thing.
Shit.
And, you know, what would a podcast network be without political material?
Oh.
Everyone loves, leftist podcasts about the issues, about social issues. And you know what people love more than anything, Stephen?
What's that?
Identity politics.
That's true. Oh,
everybody loves that.
They love their identities.
Everyone just likes saying, this is me. It's like when you have a character chart in D&D, but it's you. And instead of being like a half-elf, you could be like an Italian guy or something.
Yeah,
you know?
Italians, the Jews of Europe.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they call them. That's the name.
Yeah. I came up with that. I've been trying to meme it into existence.
You're trying to meme that into Italians, the Jews of Europe. Yeah. Everybody loves Italians and casual anti-Semitism.
People love hearing that, and they love thinking about it, and they're like, "What happened to the Jews of Europe?" And then you get the joke.
They formed the Inglorious Bastards.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, two of them. Well, one of them. I guess there was only one.
Remember the bear Jew? What a hot guy.
Eli Roth, he seems like he would be a gentle and unselfish lover.
He's got that nice, like, hair on the chest that really is like, oh, he must have been. The French say if you eat your soup, you'll grow hair on your chest. And never worked for me. I'm completely smooth.
You're a real smooth guy.
Yeah.
That's how we became moguls. Your inherent smoothness.
Yeah, aerodynamic, you know?
Yeah, if you are physically smooth, you will be mentally smooth.
Yeah, I'm a smooth brain. I hear that's a real nice compliment.
Yeah, when you rub your brain, it goes... makes that noise. And, that's why we got to get into politics in order to be smooth, because people like a smooth guy.
What political podcast submitted?
So this is a podcast called On the Issues.
Okay.
And this is a special report about some red states trying to block the marriage of water people due to hydrophobia.
Okay. You don't have to do that.
It's On the Issues. It's On the Issues with your host, Max Leftism, and his partner, Johnny Bolshevik.
Johnny what?
Johnny Bolshevik. How you doing, Johnny Bolshevik?
Oh, great. I'm Johnny Bolshevik?
Yeah.
Goddamn. Okay. Great. I want to seize the power that the corporatocracy has taken over by getting everyone who works at McDonald's to join a club. And the club is called... It's a special club called a union, and what we're gonna do is march around, and then soon they're gonna be taking the orders, and we're gonna be getting the burgers.
Yeah, killing in the name.
What is that? What does
Some
that
of
mean?
those that work forces
I don't know.
Are the same. They are the same that. Forget it. Never mind. It doesn't matter. Well, it's. We're going to report on some news.
Okay.
It's Virginia, and everyone knows about the water people in Virginia.
Yep. They're swimming up the rivers from the Chesapeake Bay.
They're made of water. Their
right?
bodies are made of water. They're sentient water.
This Chesapeake Bay is a person or a group of people.
It is a group of people. The Chesapeakes. But they prefer the water people, because the Chesapeakes was the name that we gave them.
Yep.
It was very offensive. And so, in the past years, the water has gotten bad, so they started climbing out of the water and started inhabiting people's pools. They say they like the chlorine, it gets them a little high.
Well, we got to outlaw that. People can't be getting high in a very strict communist society, because you have to do work. Everyone has to do work on a farm, and it's subsistence level.
Well, Johnny Bolshevik, this is where you and I differ. You are an ML. You are ML, and I am a funky anarchist. But we find our differences meet somewhere in the middle in order to help the poor water people. What we both agree on is that the identity category of water people is of absolute necessity.
Yeah, everybody needs water because you get thirsty when you're toiling in the farms.
Wait, are you saying that the water people should give their bodies for labor?
Just their pee.
Just the water pee, you're saying?
Yeah.
That's where water comes from. That's where we found out, yeah.
Water people pee, and that's where we get water from.
I don't know if we should be exploiting their labor. I think we need to find a water alternative.
Okay, maybe like pop?
Yeah, pop.
I know a guy who sells pop, actually.
Yeah. You know a guy who sells pop. His name, Jerry Boones?
Jerry Boones, yeah.
You know Jerry Boones, yeah, I know. He sells pap.
Yeah.
He did a pap smear on me. He's also a doctor who rubs soda all over the bellies of women. Because he's a soda person, actually. He pees soda. They're a variant of the water people. And the thing about the water people is identities, man. Everyone loves identities.
And the issue is in the red states, they don't want to let the water people marry the normal people.
They don't, because of hydrophobia.
I hate hydrophobic things. Except like on couches. I enjoy a hydrophobic couch. You ever pour water on a hydrophobic couch and it just beads up and
just
falls
beads
off?
away. It's a beautiful physical experiment. I bet you, Stalin, your guy Stalin, was a bit hydrophobic.
Yep.
He outlawed the hydrophobes, back then. Do you still stand for him? I'm challenging you.
I stand up for Stalin every single day because I have a statue of him in my front lawn that the neighbors have sued me to tear down, and they have lost every time.
Well, as an anarchist, I believe you should have that statue because freedom. Because
of freedom? Yeah. Oh, I don't really believe in that.
That's all right.
That's wrong. Freedom's wrong. You don't get freedom in... No. Everyone is free to have a statue of Stalin.
Okay.
That's what freedom means.
Okay, Johnny Bolshevik.
Yeah. Anyone who doesn't have a statue of Stalin, I've been calling the government and being like, hey, they don't have a statue of Stalin. The government says, we don't care. This is the McDonald's. And then, not my problem anymore. I reported them.
Well, looks like McDonald's are the real Stalinists. That's what I'm saying right here. And, the thing about the water people is they deserve a voice. And we have on a water guest right now. We have on John Waters from the Baltimore area. Not to be confused with the filmmaker, but John Waters, what do you have to say about the issue of hydrophobia? Blow me the water. Oh, God, I'm in water. I'm John Waters.
Do I detect a Cajun accent, John Waters? Do you have a bit of the Cajun in you?
I'm water. I'm made of water. I'm water.
Let me translate. I speak water people. He said it was, yes, I am part Cajun on my mother's side, we have a long line of water people coming from the bayou, and it goes all the way back to my great-great-grandmother, who was a water person who migrated from the Maldives and landed in New Orleans in, I think, 1707. He said all of that in just a few, like gurgles. Wow. He's very eloquent. He just said, John Waters, of the Water People's United Society for Marriage Equality Between Water People and Normal People, has come on our show to say that this law, striking down marriage equality between water people and normal people, is not only a fundamentally unconstitutional piece of legislation, but also it ties back to the miscegenation laws that were passed in the 50s and in the 40s and during Jim Crow times, and this is exactly the same, and it is further evidence of the rightward swing of America and how everybody in America is getting way more conservative, and they're not being nice to anybody anymore. That's what he said.
A stirring message from Johnny Bolshevik, who, although we have disagreements, we are kindred spirits. Well, that was a wonderful leftist podcast there.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to take those guys.
Yeah, they're a little cringe. You know, they feel a little opportunistic. You know, we said they were the best, but you know, that's because while we were reviewing these, we were doing some old bath salts, you know.
Oh yeah, when I do bath salts, I listen to a podcast and I walk out into traffic and I have a good time.
Yeah. That's what you got to do. That's what podcasts and bath salts, you know, they go together like gin and tonic.
Bath salts, was that really a thing, or was that a sort of a made-up thing to sort of gin up drug scare stuff?
Yeah, it was one of those. It wasn't a real problem, but because of Florida sunshine laws, people were doing this weirdo drug, and one guy ate a guy's face, and you know that's headlines, baby. That's what we need.
How did he eat a guy's face? I really would like to know how he ate the guy's face.
He bit the guy's face off. He sunk his teeth into the guy's face and started biting off chunks of his face.
You mean he didn't use like a knife and fork?
No, he wasn't civilized about it, you know.
Well, that's jail for you then.
Yeah, exactly. You know, if he had used utensils, people would have been more willing to forgive him. I think.
Is that Costanza line? Oh, how do you eat it? With your hands?
all of these snobby cannibals, these fine young cannibals, like that band that everybody loves. Well, you know, it wouldn't be a podcast network without a true crime podcast. And for that, we have on America's Most Hunted. Tonight, on America's Most Hunted, we are dealing with the most brutal and ruthless criminals that have descended upon the good people of America. What we're going to do today is identify several criminals, and we will tell you about their traits and attributes and various interesting, wacky details. For example, Mark Forrester Cunningham. He believed he was a big baby, and he started shitting on people, saying, "I'm a big baby, I'm a big baby." He did this across over 80 states. He invented new states in order to shit on people. It was a crazy time. That's why he was called Mark Baby Forrester. And we have right now an audio interview with Mark Baby Forrester. We're gonna hear what this sick freak sounds like. Mark Baby Forrester. So here's a clip of the interview. Mark, how are you doing, Mark?
Wah, wah.
Mark, can you tell us why you shit on so many people?
Poo poo. Poo poo out of me. Make poo poo. Make
Mark.
poo-poo.
Mark, what do you believe? Do you have anything to say about your mother?
big milkers.
So you like your mom's milkers.
Big milkers.
You are a large baby man. You identify as a large baby. Feel like you're a baby. But are you an adult baby? Are you a fetishist? Is that a yes?
I make poo-poo.
Okay, no need to be hostile. You don't have to start getting hostile.
I make the poo-poo on you.
Oh, no! If you do that, we will tase you, Mark Baby
right
Forrester.
now.
No, you cannot. If you cooperate with us, we will commute your sentence. Stop your laughter. Stop your laughing. It is piercing my soul. Stop your baby laughter. It is piercing my soul. And that was the chilling laughter of Mark Baby Forrester, the baby man who pooped on people in over 80 states. Next up, we have Highway Jim Mccutchen. He was a living piece of highway, and he would crush people. And he had a riotous and jovial Texas accent, and he lured people in with it. He wore a cowboy hat, but he was a big piece of highway, so the cowboy hat was just in the middle of the big piece of highway, and it would slide all around while he was doing stuff. And he had little legs coming out of the highway, but he would crush people. And so now we're going to go to a specialized audio interview with Highway Jim Mccutchen. So, am I talking to Highway Jim Mccutchen right now?
I reckon you are. But you're a pretty small little piece of meat.
Are you thinking of crushing me right now?
Talk, me, tick, tick goes the time. But the road stretches on into the distance. I am the highway.
When you say you are the highway, do you mean you literally are a highway, or you believe that you are God?
God? What a funny term. What a funny term for such a small concept. What is a God? Is it the sun that rises over the road that stretches out yonder? Is it a song? I am not your rolling wheels. I am the highway. I am not
you say, is it a song?
Carpet ride. I am the sky.
Now, when you say it's a song, do you mean life is a highway?
Close. I am the highway. I keep saying the fucking song. You just don't like good music.
You're
making me angry.
Oh no. Do you think that death is a highway?
I am the highway. Google it. Fuck. Nobody knows. Nobody listens to Audio Slave anymore. It's really good, and that's why I'm killing people. I Am the Highway is a good song. Chris Cornell died. Nobody cared. Nobody gave a shit. Nobody, except for Chester.
Oh no, so this just is another casualty of the Chris Cornell suicide.
The Bennington suicide wave. We called it that because Chester Bennington. But started with Chris Cornell. I am not your blowing wind. I am the lightning. I am not your autumn moon. I am the night.
Do you recite Audio Slave lyrics every time you kill someone?
Yes, I do.
What do they mean to you? What does Audio Slave mean to you?
It means to be bereft of solitude.
That's beautiful.
Let me give you a little excerpt of just what I mean.
Wow, that is an incredibly impressive Chris Cornell impression, Highway Jim Mccutchen. I didn't know you had this soulful interior. Beyond your hard highway casing and your many, many murders, you're actually a beautiful soul.
The highway is taken over. I must kill again.
No, highway. We're getting somewhere. Your beautiful soul is showing. Don't kill me. Don't kill me with your highway body.
I'm gonna kill you just like the baby guy killed the previous interviewer guy. Just like that.
No.
Just like the same thing. Yeah.
No. It's the same thing.
It's the same bit.
Oh no. Ah. Next on America's Most Hunted, the guy that stole grass. He stole everyone's grass right off their lawns.
And luckily I get to conduct the interview this time. Mr. Guy who stole everyone's grass. Can you tell us what exactly about the grass so attracted you?
Well, you see, it sways and flows in the winds. The patterns it makes are like the beautiful hair of my mother, who died in the grass. And you know, when I was a boy, I lost my virginity to a clown, also in the grass.
This clown, do you remember the clown's name?
Yes, his name was Grassy the Clown.
Ah.
He was the grassiest clown in town, he said. You know, he would have all of these grass puns. He would say things like, kiss my grass. And then he made me kiss his grass.
Can you point on the body of this grass clown I have in front of you where he made you kiss him?
Yes, I am pointing now to his grass ass.
Oh my God. No wonder. You're so fucked up. You're so fucked up in the head.
I'm very fucked up.
This is a little interview technique called bad cop, where I'm the bad cop.
You're very bad. I don't like it.
You're so fucked up.
No.
You're never gonna change.
I can change.
You can't change because you're fucked up and you're going to jail.
I can covet trees instead. I could become a tree guy.
You're gonna steal. You're telling me you plan to steal the entire town's trees?
Well, maybe not all the trees.
Do you know what Johnny Bolshevik would do to you if he heard that? He would call the fucking government. He would call me.
Famous leftist podcaster Johnny Bolshevik.
Yeah.
I don't want to disappoint that guy.
He would call me, and I'm the manager of the local McDonald's. And then what would I fucking have to do? I'd have to talk to Johnny Bolshevik again.
Yeah, he seems unreasonable. He seems like he's unhinged a little. He tried to get me on his Stalin statue business, and I said, no, I'll steal your grass instead. You want me to put a Stalin statue on your lawn? I'll steal your grass, That was a revenge grass theft.
Did you say this grass takes a pass?
No, I didn't say that. Not everything I say is a grass pun. It would have been cool. You know what? Hindsight is 20/20. Or as we say in the grass stealing business, hindsight is grassy.
Hey, this grass has got class. Did you say that ever?
That's what you would say if you were in capitalism with grass, because of grass warfare.
Well, goddamn it,
because of grassitalism.
This grass gets a pass. How about, did you ever say that?
Yeah, sometimes I'll say that. Yeah, I'll say that sometimes.
Well, because I'm basically the manager of McDonald's, I can't really keep you here, but do you want to buy a Big Mac or something? Like, you want that?
Does it have any grass in it? Is it a grass? Is it a big grass? I would be more interested if it were called a big grass.
Yeah, I could do that. I could just some from outside, like the front lawn.
Yeah, grass it up. Just grass it up. Put it in there. That's what I say. That is my catchphrase.
The turf, I guess. Is that what do you call the layers? Is there turf underneath there?
Sure. You can call it whatever you want. I call it the sod.
The sod.
I call it the sod.
The sod. Is that S-A-A-D? Is that how you spell that? Sod.
Yeah, and I get real fucked up with it. They call me the Marquis de Sod. It's what they call me. You know, I'm
Kinky.
the grass thief and the Marquis de Sade. That's what they call me.
Sodism, you know? You practice sodism?
Yeah, I fuck that dirt. I rub that dirt all over me. I torture that dirt. You know, I put it up my ass. I put it up my grass, I say.
You're just a stinking piece of dirt, and
I'm a stinking piece of dirt,
smack it around.
You know, I'm really pleased with the customer service at this McDonald's, you know, and not... People usually won't indulge.
Would you be willing to write the corporate office and tell them? Because apparently I'm not supposed to steal the tips. So my ass is grass. You know, because I've been...
Yeah, I think I know what you're saying. Yeah. I got the drift of your grass-related idiom.
And then I just, you know, I take it because I'm a manager and I feel like it's mine.
Yeah.
And it kind of is. I mean, I don't do any real work. You know, what I do is I yell at the employees, and if someone comes into my office, I start yelling at them right away.
That's good. That's a grassy strategy. That's a real grassy right there, you know.
I like how this interview's kind of turned it on its head.
Yeah, no, we're becoming the best of friends now. You know, there's no need for me to kill you like what happened in the other two interviews.
Huh.
That we are aware of.
Yeah, we are aware of them because we listen to the same podcasts.
Exactly. And we just listened to the podcast that just happened right now before we started having this McDonald's interview.
That's cool. Maybe we should do a little commercial break for the podcast.
Absolutely.
And everyone should go to houseofdecline.com and check out all the comics. And if you want to subscribe to our Patreon, you can go to patreon.com/houseofdecline. That's patreon.com/HAUS and then the rest of the words. And then you can pay us money for more podcasts and comics. And back to the show.
More. We're your friends. I mean, we don't talk to you, and we won't attend your funeral if you die. But
hell yeah, I will. If it's not a pandemic.
We will attend.
If it's not a never-ending pandemic that we're living through, hell world. Welcome to hell world.
What if this is heaven world, actually, you know?
Are you doing a what if this is the good place?
What if this is the good place? What if this is the best of all possible worlds?
Good place.
It was a good place. Yeah, it's the Belgian, but that's what it is, really. Where you're free to belch freely. You can fart wherever you want. You know, that's what's good to me.
Well, that crime podcast took a long-ass time. Let's move on to the last and final podcast that we have from the House of Decline podcast submission contest.
Well, that is, of course, the wonderful fashion podcast that we have. And it features two women who are actually clones of Anna Wintour. And this is Anna Twin Tours at Staples.
I love that. Anna Twin Tours,
because they're like the Twin Towers of note.
Yeah.
But they're also like they're twin Anna Wintours, cloned from her pussy. they scraped some DNA off Anna Wintour's pussy.
How old is Anna Wintour right now? Is she like?
She is a dog's age.
You know? All right. Well, let's start the fashion podcast. Let's see what they got.
Yas. Work.
Yas.
Work.
Yas.
Honey. Fuck. Penises. Penises slapping your face. Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh, it's slapping me. The penis.
Ooh, it's slapping me a little.
Whoa.
It's slapping me a little.
Someone's pulling out a penis. Did you hear it?
Oh, yeah.
They're pulling them out.
Oh, yeah. Just all these penises. Oh, this is a real fashion show.
It's getting pulled out at the fashion show.
Yes.
Work.
So, what we're doing today, Anna. You know what we're doing today, Anna?
Yeah.
We're going to Staples.
Oh, bitch. Why are we going to Staples?
We're going to look at some Staples drip. We're going to look at some drip down at Staples. See what people down at the Staples are doing.
I fecking love Staples.
Yes. Staples is not paying us to say this. We naturally love the air and drama, the tension of Staples, everyone needing to get their office supplies, and everyone being unhappy, and everyone dressed in a strange, frumpy way that belies the existential longing of our universe. And, that's why we're looking at some Staples drop today.
Anna, you're talking so quietly I had to turn down the fashion music.
Oh, you had to turn out the fashion music. Staples drop.
Should the fashion podcast be an ASMR podcast?
Should we say lots of vocal fry?
Vocal fry is the most sensuous of ASMR.
Yeah.
I'm gonna post the picture of your back of the back of your throat on my Instagram.
Just post a picture of the back of my throat reverberating. Oh
my God! Look at that guy! Look at that guy in the aisle, in the Staples aisle, who's looking at actual Staples.
He's looking at Staples inside of Staples. That's a crazy thing. That's a fucked up thing, Anna. Anna, that's really fucked up. I think I'm gonna use. It's a dress. It's made entirely of staples, but the staples are facing inwards, so they're poking the model.
Oh my God, Anna! I can hear your dumb baby crying.
Oh, my baby! I hate my stupid baby. Stupid baby! She ruined my fucking life.
Yeah.
Baby, not fashion.
Oh my God! Like, why did you have it?
I don't know. I wanted to see if it would come out weird because of, just the years of what I've done to my body.
Of course, the drugs, the booze, the sex with strangers.
Yes, all of those. That has resulted in like a hollowed out, cavernous area that I call Gashly.
Ooh. You call it Gash what?
I call it Gashly. That's my name. That's my vagina monologue. Every vagina has a name, and mine is Gashly. Gashly work. Gashly noises.
Oh, work. I love when I say work. Honestly,
yes, I love it as well. I love working so much. I'm a workaholic. I suck dick for work, I had to go to work.
I work dick for suck.
You do work dick for suck. That's, Anna, that's our slogan. That's what the fashion show is going to be called.
Work dick for suck?
Dick for suck. That's what you're doing at Staples.
I can taste all the money we're going to fucking make.
Your money.
We are at the best Staples in Brooklyn.
The best Staples in Brooklyn. People here don't give a shit, They're just out there. They're leaving their whole hog out.
Ugh, I had like a tonsil stone,
Yeah.
And I think it had like cocaine in it.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of fucking high right now.
You're buzzing, it's stuck in your throat, and so you're just getting a permanent cocaine ball in your throat.
I've so destroyed my sinuses that like there's cocaine from years ago up in there.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like little bits of flesh just fall down into the back of my throat, and I kind of go.
Oh my God,
and then
Anna,
that's fucking high.
Fucking high all day. You have your very own Gashly in your face.
Exactly.
You have a face Gashly.
My face gash.
That's really the dream, That's what fashion is all about, is being high 24/7.
Of course.
Why would you ever be low? People think that, you have to do moderation.
That's for poor people.
Poor people do moderation. No moderation, not even on our forums. They're overrun with Nazis, but we don't believe in moderation.
So let's talk about the fashion at the Staples. Okay, let's start the show. I first am wearing a strapless crop top. Do crop tops have straps? I don't know. And then I'm wearing a skirt, and it's made out of fucking gold leaf. And my shoes are Crocs, the furry kind.
Furry Crocs, beautiful. I am wearing a traffic cone with arms cut out, with whole arms cut out. It looks great. It looks beautiful. I found it. So it's, it's chic. It's my own. The city sued me for it, actually, but I showed up to court.
Your body type with the very skinny at the top and then the big cavernous, gashly thing.
Yeah, gashly at the bottom.
At the bottom, kind of like a traffic cone hole. Mm-hmm. It really accentuates that. And it's turning me on.
I think everyone wants to fuck a triangle. Everyone, you'd be
the
lying.
Japanese certainly do.
Yeah, they're all into triangles.
They love it. Have
they
you
make
heard
big
of
foam triangles and cut holes into them to put their penises in.
I think they're called pictophiles or
pictophiles.
Right.
Yeah,
They love
shapes.
Just pictograms and shapes, and they get married to them over there.
They just marry big circles over there in Japan.
Yeah.
The circle guys are the freaks, because
oh my God,
they're like the chubby
freaks.
Chasers. They're the chubby chasers of the pictophiles.
Oh my God, can you imagine marrying a big fat circle?
Big fat circle, lame. I want a svelte triangle. I want a svelte, beautiful femme triangle. I want to cut a hole into the bottom of that triangle. I want to put a gashly in there. A gashly in every triangle. That's what we say.
Wow. Well, I'm out of ideas.
I'm out of ideas too. This show is bad. We shouldn't do fashion. We shouldn't attempt to imitate women because they are our greatest heroes.
Let's spend the next 9 minutes of the pod atoning.
Yeah. Women, you are so supple.
Thank you for
You are
making
so wonderful.
such good things.
You have wombs.
And never being mean or crazy.
Don't be mean, don't be crazy, don't have your periods, women. Stop having your periods right now. I command you, when you hear the snapping sound, your periods will cease.
Wow.
No periods anymore.
You're like a 50s lounge magician.
It's like a run-on sentence. No periods anymore. That's, you've never heard of the 50s lounge hypnotist who gets women to stop having their periods?
That is a good bit.
That's a good bit.
That's a very good bit.
That's an excellent bit. Comes right at the end. So you had to listen to this whole episode to get at the 50s lounge singer.
His name
hypnotist.
would be like Tony. It's a good last name.
Tony Flowstopper. Tony Stopflow.
Tony Stopflow.
It's me, Tony Stopflow. Hey, is your wife giving you trouble because she's getting a period all the time? Bring her over to my nightclub.
All these dames need to come to my nightclub.
All these dames that bleed. I got the idea. I had this dame, and I had a beautiful record by Frankie Sinatra on the floor, and she bled all over the thing. And I thought, if there was only a way to stop these periods.
And then I thought to myself, hypnotism. Of course, because it's controlled by the moon anyway. Why?
Exactly.
So I wave a big moon in front of their eyes, and I say, when the moon hits your eyes, it's a big piece of pie. That's stop the flow. That's Tony Stop the flow.
Yeah, and you can hear it stop too. It's goes. That's what it sounds like. That's how you know you've done it. It's all in the mind, ladies. Ladies, it's all in the mind.